Before getting into today's episode, we'd like to thank Mac Performance PT for sponsoring the Walk On Pod. For more on their services and contact information, click the link in our Instagram bio where you will be led to their website. Mac Performance PT, helping Sacramento athletes live life without limits.
Thank you for tuning back into the Walk On Pod. Where would you rather be? Where would you rather be? Except for with us three tonight. Tommy,
Nowhere else.
Jared.
That's for sure.
Good to see you guys on here, man. That was an interesting.
Happy to be here, man. Jared grunting early. Love that.
Yeah.
Love that for us.
Jared knows what's about to come right here because we discussed before we started recording. We're getting right into the scouting report, and it was Jared's pick this week.
Let's talk Norse mythology, fellas. Let's talk Norse mythology.
Let's talk 13th Warrior. Now, Jared prescribed me the 13th Warrior. Now, James, I don't remember if we went over this last time or not. Have you seen this movie? Did you co-sign this with him?
No, not co-signed, buddy.
But you've seen it.
Unfortunately.
Okay, so let's get into this. So I told Jared I watched this movie with Owen. Shout out to Big O for enduring this film with me.
Yeah, I wish I could have heard Big O's take, but didn't see him this week.
This movie here has to be the worst movie that you could have prescribed me. It has to be one of the worst movies I've ever seen. And here's why. One, I get if you're into Viking. See, Tom keeps saying Norse mythology. If you're into this whole Vikings, mythology, fighting path, if you're into that, it might grab you. There was not one point in the movie where I was grabbed. Like there was nothing that pulled me in, pushed me away, pulled me back. Nothing. I was just sitting there watching simply things that didn't coordinate in my head unfold, and I was just like, what am I watching? And so the one thing that I told Owen, you guys know that meme right now where it's like a comment section and it's like, what the hell, capitalized with all fire emojis? That's literally what this movie was. Because I had no idea what was going on. And
is it like the who let him cook? Fire.
Literally. I was like, what am I watching? And then it was overly gory for the lack of
It's insanely gory.
Have you guys ever seen The Northman?
It's like it was like that 30 years ago.
Yeah, that's what I was gonna say.
Yeah.
But
one of the worst movies I've ever seen as well.
This movie didn't make first cuts of tryouts. I want him nowhere near my program. It was really bad. And
I'm glad Safe Haven got a manager spot looking back here.
So look, and I thought Jared was gonna have something to say about it, but he's just laughing. The thing that separates Safe Haven from the 13th Warrior is this.
They're not comparable, man. They're not.
They're both bad. They're both bad in my opinion. To my average movie watching eye. But if I'm scrolling through whatever, Netflix, Hulu, Amazon Video, whatever it is, I think that Safe Haven has a better chance of being picked to be watched just based off of what it says in the storyline, what the actual thumbnail looks like the movie thing, all that, the preview. If I would not take a second look at 13th Warrior. So if we get to would you watch it again? I wouldn't even have watched it in the first place unless I was forced to. And I remember watching it, I was like, I have to finish it just because this is my job, it's my assignment. But it was really, really bad. So that's why I would put Safe Haven ahead of it, just only off the strength of okay, I can at least see why someone might click to watch that movie. Now, if they finished it, that I can't, but to at least choose to watch it, it makes a little more sense than this movie. And yeah, I mean, I guess, we talked about it's always blockbuster picks, and Jared did a lot, but basically it's $4 for me to watch. So I want a $4 refund.
I'll get you your $4 back.
But yeah, that's the way it went, and I think
Jared wants $4 back.
Yeah. Well, so here's the thing. Okay. When I first saw that movie, I was relatively young.
So it was 99, I believe, is when it came out.
Yeah. So I was 11 when that movie came out. Seeing R-rated movies was not a thing I got to do. So I think the allure of seeing an R-rated movie that was like that think that's probably what propped it up for me at that age. Now,
When
I've
was the
I've
last
wa-
time you watched it?
so
I
I've
was gonna
watched
say,
it
why was it on your mind?
because I wanted. So this is I'm getting to that.
Okay,
So
okay.
I watched it. I came upon it like maybe a year ago or so, and it popped in my head because we were talking about like obscure movies, and like in the beginning we were talking about, oh, we can't just give Luke blockbusters all the time. So I
Right,
was
right.
like, I'm just gonna throw this curveball out there and see what happens. It's more of like a knuckleball because like it's not very fat. Like there's not a lot going on.
No,
You
but
got
that's
the
what-
bro, you got the bro and the bear, the full bear costume.
Yeah, the
that's like,
Bears.
yeah, like
the
bro,
whole "It's a Man" thing was like a whole 2-scene like shenanigan. And I was like,
Like,
Just
and
a
so
such
if
a
you were
bad
to ask
movie.
me to sit down right now and
Call a
map
spade a
out the
spade, fellas. It's
storyline,
bad
I
film.
wouldn't be able to do it.
okay, but see, here's the other thing too. This is like the other reason why I picked it, that I thought it would be good, like good chatter, is that we can all agree that like Antonio Banderas is a good actor.
I don't
Yeah.
I can't sit here and agree because I don't know his
Okay.
full
Well, like he was in
repertoire of
Zorro.
work.
He's
No,
Puss
he's
in
good.
Boots.
Zorro's a
Yeah.
great movie.
I
Yeah.
don't know. Was he in Spy Kids?
Yes.
He was good in Spy Kids. Wasn't he
Yes.
Machete, like Uncle
Yes.
Machete?
Yes.
Yeah. He
Yeah.
was. I remember
So-
that. I remember
okay, so
him
that's
in
what I'm
that.
saying. Like,
Wait,
like
he's Puss in Boots.
yes.
I love that.
Yeah,
Cam
that's what I'm
Shelton. I bet Cam Shelton's a fan.
like. That's what I'm saying. Like you look at Antonio Banderas and you're like, dang, like he's a good actor. Like he's done a lot of good movies. He's been like, he's a good looking dude. All that stuff. So like,
Do the masses believe that Antonio Banderas is a good actor? Or is this just like you saying that?
yeah,
he's
yeah.
good?
No. He's
Okay.
he's like a good, for a minute, not for a long time, but for a minute, like he was like, borderline A level, B level actor.
So he's just like
Luke hasn't
he's one of those
seen
guys.
Zorro. I'll take that.
Yeah, Mask of
Yeah,
Zorro
bro.
was like his
Great
was
movie.
his yeah, it was a really good movie. That was
But
like
I'm not.
his
And
kind
it,
of
don't try to give
fame.
me that one this week because I'm not
No,
watching
that's
another
not-
one of his.
yeah.
No,
movies.
that's not the movie this
I'm not
week.
doing
No,
that.
But my
You should
point
watch
is
Zorro though.
but like since we're going through, we have so much time. We're going through like it's crazy to think about like these actors that you're like, hey, like this guy's a really good actor. I really like him in this movie. Like they all do duds. Like it's funny that like
True.
they just end up in these roles where it's like for whatever reason they took this role, and it's like, dude, this movie is like, why did you take this?
It's funny you say that, Jared. I was actually watching Tropic Thunder last night. And yeah, that movie's wild.
Like
It's a crazy movie.
I think probably like the younger me was enamored with the fact that I got to watch an R-rated movie.
But when was the last time you watched it?
No, I told you I watched it a year ago.
Yeah, bro.
And that's like I'm like, oh, this isn't as
When
good.
At like what setting did you watch it in?
Oh, by myself.
It was just you chilling. Like
Yeah, Amanda would be like,
that's why.
what
That's
the-
kind of where
yeah,
I was going
heck
with that.
no. That is not an Amanda watch movie.
Putting CC down while watching the 13th one.
So let me tell you a funny story.
Dudes
I know
getting
we're like
spears thrown through their neck and stuff.
we're like going way
The
off
Bear
reservation
family.
now. So we're going way off reservation now. But like, so here's a funny story. So we never do like date night or stuff. It's a long story, but we don't do date night. So finally I convinced Amanda like last year to do date night. And the only movie that worked at the time that we were able to go at the Studio Movie Grill in Rockland was The Northman.
Ugh,
And we went and watched that, and we
Ugh.
walked out of the movie. It was
I
like,
wouldn't wish that on my worst enemy, dude.
and we were like, we looked at each other, we got the car, like, what the did we just watch?
Gotta be the worst.
We just
movie I've ever
burned
seen.
our date night. On
Yeah,
that.
gotta be the worst movie I've ever seen. You probably have never done date night
Hey,
since.
It was, that's not true, but
It's just
but
ruined.
we haven't gone to a movie though. We have not gone to a movie. We just go to
Dude.
dinner now.
I can
It's-
add on to this story as
Luke,
well when you're
Luke,
done.
Luke.
Yeah, I'm listening.
Imagine a worse, like slower version of the 13th Warrior.
They can't be, bro.
No, Luke,
Tommy, tell
Luke,
him, tell him.
Luke, it's the worst movie I've ever seen, dude.
But the crazy thing is, the director who directed the movie is a good director.
Ugh.
He's directed like movies that have like been nominated and all sort of stuff. So like when I looked at the credits and I was like, oh, this could be good, because the trailer doesn't give you much.
No, I had no idea what we were getting into. I thought
Yeah.
it was gonna be decent.
Yeah.
It's funny you say that. Mine was kind of a similar situation. It was last summer
On
when
the
it was
date?
out. No,
Oh.
no, no.
My bad.
Yeah,
Uh,
yeah. Jay was like really looking for some alone time.
Yay. No, this is actually other former podcast. Tyler. Okay, Tyler. I was in Sacramento.
Ah,
Tyler had like free something Regal, like had a free movie and we were bored, whatever. We were like, yeah, let's go to a movie. The only movie that was out that was like that we hadn't seen was The Northman. We are like, yeah, we'll see it. We're in the line at the movie, whatever, and I'm like, I asked the lady, I'm like, what are they saying about The Northman? Like, is it good? And she just like looks at me like, oh God, like have fun. And I'm like,
Oh God.
and you
I'm like,
still went forward
and
with
I
it?
and I like look at her and I'm like,
Ballsy.
I look at her, I look at Tyler, I'm like, oh, this can't. And literally halfway through the movie, I wanted to leave. We should
It
have
was
left.
yeah, it was really we should have left. Like it was bad. So to bring it all together, I wanted to give you a curveball and I wanted to like you said, we can't give you superstar
Okay,
movies all the
but
time.
now put
But-
yourself in
but-
my shoes. So especially after Jared, you watched Safe Haven back again
I
that
did,
week that
yeah.
I did. So you knew that I was like, I want to watch a good movie. Like,
Okay,
you guys are
okay.
Look, I got a
set
good
in
movie
it.
for you today.
Okay,
I got a good
100
movie for
okay.
you today.
It sounds like you two have talked, and I know Tom
No,
got the ball this week, but
No, but 100% being honest, I did not bank on the fact that you see Pacific Rim.
okay, that is valid. You
Pacific-
did have
Paci-
another one.
Pacific Rim was a very watchable, enjoyable, like
Yeah, I
Watchable
will
for
say-
sure.
yeah,
I don't
shoot 'em
remember
up,
it
bang 'em
being-
up.
I don't remember it being a great movie, but I would have rather watched that.
I'm
than
a big Charlie
Particular.
Hunnam guy, so shout out Sons of Anarchy, but so
Okay.
it's like, but I was not banking on the fact that you saw that movie. So like
Yeah, my bad.
when
my
you
bad. I'll
didn't,
take
I
that.
was like, nah, I was like, I'm just gonna throw something wild out there.
You did just that.
Yeah. So mission accomplished. Tommy, tell him what we got this week. He's
so
gonna like
Tommy-
what he got this week.
I like
Yeah.
you guys are prepared. Tom has the ball. This
Yeah.
is this is
Locked
good.
in.
This is
Luke,
good.
I've got Luke, I'm giving you my favorite movie of all time this week. This is
Okay,
number one.
This is exciting me.
It's a number one on my list. I've probably rewatched it
Mm,
10 plus times. Jared might not be a fan. I don't know why. I don't know why I like this movie. I think I correlate it with probably the memories and the time in my life is why I enjoy it so much. Just good memories around that time in my life when I was shown the movie. Shout out to Stacy for showing me this movie. I've got The Italian Job.
I've seen it, and it's a fantastic film. It's a great.
No,
I
it's
do
funny-
it, Tom.
and it's
I
funny
knew
I
you
had
it.
a
say that.
feeling.
So
It's my favorite movie ever, man.
I have
It's my
two
favorite
things
movie
to
ever.
say. Yeah, no, that's a really good movie. I have two things to say based off your monologue. One, so you said like it's your favorite movie based on like
You guys are like the
how it
same
makes you
age
feel.
too, so it's like that makes sense.
So
Yeah.
what I was gonna say was, Dr. A actually showed me and Owen that movie, and I remember vividly. He was like, "You guys are gonna love this movie. Like you're gonna
Dude,
love
it's
Dr.
it."
A,
so
I can see
good.
it in his face.
So
It was
like
great.
so we're growing up, right?
Can we
And so,
talk
like,
Italian
obviously-
Job real quick?
Well, I
Go
also
ahead,
want to get
go
to
ahead,
another
Luke. Let's
point.
hit your story.
Yeah. So you know when you're a kid and like obviously like I value my dad's opinion, especially when it comes to movies and stuff. So I'm like, oh, this is gonna be a fantastic film. So I probably like thought it was gonna be good regardless of if it was good growing up. And then two, my other point that reminded me during your monologue there was, so you said it brought up like nostalgic feeling and stuff. So former podcast Brooks the Bishop always makes fun of me. Like he used to get on me back in Flagstaff because whenever someone would ask me what my favorite movie is, I'd say Space Jam, and he's like, "Luke, that's not a movie. Like you can't say that's your favorite movie. Like pick a real movie." And I was like, "Bro, I love the movie. Like you can't get mad at me." And he's like, "No, that doesn't count." And I was like, "I don't know, then. I don't know what to tell you."
Then you would say Italian Job.
No,
Dude, it's just
Um,
everything
hey,
about
it's a
it,
good
man.
pick, though.
Everything
It-
I'm
it's
about
a
actually
it.
mad
great
I didn't
movie.
have it. I'm mad
Yeah.
I've seen it because that's a good pick.
You want to rewatch it now?
I might have to, but I
I
still
rewatched it a few months ago. I rewatched it a few months ago.
It's a good.
I
know
have
what part-
another. Oh, go ahead.
I was gonna say, you know what part Doc loves? And this is
I
so
already know.
funny. What?
Is it at the end with the speakers?
No, it's the Mini
Ah, great part.
Coopers.
Yes, I loved it. See,
loved
I
the
was
Mini
obsessed with Mini
Coopers.
Coopers for a while after that.
Bro,
That
movie,
is
dude.
that is like probably top 10 chase scenes. in
It's
any
Dude,
and
movie.
it's
so
sick.
good.
Yeah, no,
It's-
it's a good
yeah.
movie. It's a good movie.
Handsome Rob is my goat. That guy's just a legend.
Yeah, that was after Transporter, before
Damn Damn, I'm
Frank and
mad
all
I've
that.
seen that because that's
Why
good.
am
Because
I
I know I would have
blanking-
came back and been happy. Like, wow,
Yeah.
you guys picked a good one. Like,
What's the villain? Why am I blanking on the villains? Is that Edward Norton Jr.?
Edward Norton Jr.
Yeah, it is.
Yeah, he's a beast. Yeah,
Yeah,
he
and Charlize
killed it.
Theron is just, man.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
All right, so
Great
do we
movie.
have
Wow.
a do we have a
That's funny.
backup?
Okay, the backup
We
plan.
did have a backup. Yeah.
Who's
I'm
the
really
backup
hoping you
plan's
didn't see
Jared.
this.
The
I'm
backup
really
plan is Jared, and I'm kind of worried you've seen it as well.
I
I'm
feel
not
like
gonna
he's
lie.
seen it too,
Jeez.
but like
So I'm coming with more backups right now. I've got a few locked and loaded. if
That's
you've
I got
seen
good.
this
another-
Tom
one.
has a list. He's got a.
I got another Charlize Theron backup too. if you
Okay,
wanna-
well, if this backup doesn't hit, we'll go with Jared's movie because I trust Jared's opinion.
Yeah, well, it might be a little out of left field, but it will be a fun movie to watch.
Okay.
Luke's getting mad. We just want
yeah.
to give Luke a good movie.
We're trying. Luke is like stepping his game up.
Yeah, I know. My bad.
Yeah.
Go ahead, Jared. Go ahead,
Um,
Jared.
Credit
So-
to Doc. Credit to
So
Doc.
there's a few different movies in this series. We picked the most recent one. I think it's the most recent one, right, Tom?
I think so.
Different actor from the originals, but still very good. He's a staple in the in the blockbuster movie world. But we're gonna give you Born Legacy.
So I haven't seen the most recent one.
Born
Yes.
Legacy.
I think I've
Jeremy
only
Renner.
seen
It's Jeremy Renner. It's not.
Yeah,
it's not
it's
Matt
not
Damon.
Matt
Not
Damon.
Matt Damon. Yeah,
Yeah.
I think I've
Yeah.
only
Matt Damon-
seen the
Matt Damon
first
was-
two.
Born Identity, Born Ultimatum,
Born
Born
Ultimatum.
Supremacy.
Yeah,
Those
So
Yeah,
the
I
most
might-
recent one is Born Legacy.
I might throw
Born
on Born
Legacy-
Legacy tonight when I
Yeah,
go to bed.
Born Legacy is a pivot from Born Ultimatum.
It's like a spin-off type thing.
Yeah, but Jeremy Renner plays essentially the Matt Damon character.
Right.
It's very good though.
Isn't that where the
movie.
meme Jesus Christ that's Jason Bourne is from? Or
I
have no idea.
I think that's in one of the originals.
All right, I was gonna say bro.
Yeah, so Born
That's the
Legacy.
top tier
Born
meme.
Legacy. All right,
Born
that's
Legacy.
good. That's
Because
good.
this
That's good.
this
that's good.
movie's gonna give you like what you're looking
It checks a lot of
for.
boxes.
Yeah, it's gonna give you.
I feel
what
like
you're
it was a,
looking for.
it was a good. I feel like it probably did well in theaters when it came out.
No, it did do well. Yeah.
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 Because what
Born-
they did
Born
was
is
is
great.
they had enough time between Born Ultimatum and Born Legacy. I think it was like 7 or 8. I think it was like 7 years. They had enough time to where like you could kind of like you forget that Born Ultimatum was going on. You know.
Yeah. No, that's good. All right, I'm
Yeah.
excited.
Good
So
series.
Born
Born
Legacy there
Legacy.
for a second, but that's good. That's
No.
good. I appreciate
Yeah.
that.
It's a new actor, Jeremy Renner.
It's
I like
good
Jeremy
actor.
Renner too. Isn't
It's
that
good. Good actor.
Hawkeye?
yeah, Hawkeye.
Hawkeye.
Exactly, that's
Yeah.
what I'm saying.
I
Like,
like him. I like him.
he plays the role really well.
All right, guys.
Yeah.
Good.
Before
Nice.
we cut,
yeah.
movie talk.
I had a question for you too, so this is good.
Go ahead first.
Have you seen Spider-Man?
Gosh, that's where I was going.
Let's go.
Cinema. I've seen
I
it
think I gotta
twice.
see it this weekend.
I've already
I think I
seen it
gotta see
twice.
this weekend.
It's just top tier stuff. I mean,
I'm
it,
seeing,
I
I'm seeing a
didn't,
lot of good things about it.
I didn't. I'm not saying it deserves this, but IMDb or whatever IMBD, I think it's IMDb. IMDb has it ranked.
Internet Movie Database.
Has it ranked higher, like first week, has it ranked higher than The Dark Knight of comic book films?
That
think
is
it's crazy.
insane.
I
There's
think
no
that's
way.
crazy. Yeah, I think it's crazy, but that just shows you like
I was gonna
how
say,
much
Recent,
people are
recency
loving this
bias
movie.
is what that shows.
Yeah,
you.
for sure,
well,
for sure.
But still, but to
it's a
even
high
put it
level
in the
movie.
conversation,
Exactly.
I don't think there is a conversation there.
have you seen it?
Probably not. I don't think
There's
is
Dark
either.
Knight and there's everything else.
Yeah,
Okay,
I
but
don't think it
I'm
is
just-
either because the Dark Knight is that special, Jared. But
Yeah.
you gotta like the to even be in that conversation shows you how good the movie is. Like
I didn't love the first one.
this one's better than the first one in my opinion. But
People also said
It's-
the last Spider-Man movie with Tom Holland was the best Marvel movie ever.
no, this is better than any Spider-Man that's been out from Tom Holland.
Okay. That's
Alright,
not
I might
saying
have to
much,
go
but
see it.
Jared's a Tom Holland hater. That's for another time though.
I'm not a hater. I just call it what it is.
He's a
Jared
hater.
Jared has the most unpopular opinion about Spider-Man.
Yeah.
Than I.
Tom
but I will
Holland
say,
Is,
I will
is
say-
an
movie is
emo
very good.
Spider-Man.
Luke, this
I-
movie is very good, and I highly recommend it.
all right, I might have to go. I might have to tap in this weekend.
I'm also kind of itching to go see the new Transformers. Kind of curious about this one.
You saw my text. The Transformers
say-
franchise has turned into Fast and Furious franchise, bro. Like, stop
Ah!
making movies.
But this
Like,
is like I'm confused. I was trying to figure this out. Is this a prequel or is it a reboot? Like what's going on here?
I don't know. I'm not watching it either.
They
Bumblebee
like
was good. Did you see Bumblebee?
oh bro,
There's
they
no way
can't
it was
just keep
good, bro.
riding Bumblebee, dude.
But Bumblebee was good.
There's no way it was good.
No, yeah, it was good.
After
It was
the
good.
I think
after
I
the
saw it.
second one, they like you got to punt them after the second one. Dark Side of the Moon was like the last one that had any validity in my
Oh,
mind.
dude. Hasn't there been 5? They got so bad.
There's been
Yeah.
way too many.
The Age of Extinction one was terrible. And if you go back and watch all of them, like the dialogue is so corny.
So corny.
That's
But
it.
the first 2 are so good though.
They
Optimus
are good.
Prime
They're good.
pregame talks though, man.
But I also think,
Nothing
like-
it. Nothing.
I
That's
also
why I'm
think,
gonna go
like-
see it. I'm gonna go like I went and saw Fast and Furious just because it's just for the name.
I don't like Mark
Oh my
Wahlberg.
God.
Well, Mark Wahlberg doesn't give you the emotional connection like Shia LaBeouf does. I'm just
No,
saying.
he doesn't. He
I
doesn't.
feel like you resonated with Shia LaBeouf. You were even Steven's kid, weren't you?
I totally was.
Yeah, I could tell.
Even like Eagle Eye, like Shia LaBeouf was the man there for a minute. Holes, come
was.
on.
Holes.
He was
is
on a run.
classic.
Holes is awesome.
Holes is a
Yeah.
Wait,
classic.
Luke,
Like-
Luke, you cringed at Fast and Furious?
Bro, you should not be watching those movies anymore.
No.
You're the reason why this franchise is still alive.
It's so funny.
No, it's bad.
Dude,
bad, bro.
Tyrese,
So
Tyrese
bad.
and Ludacris just make the movie. Like they're so good.
Bro, no, I'm
It's-
not
it's
hearing
bad,
that,
bro.
to be
It's
honest.
bad.
I haven't watched it since Paul Walker died.
Yeah,
honestly.
once Paul
That's the last
Walker
one I
died,
watched.
I was like, shout out Paul Walker, RIP.
Yeah.
You should go see Fast 10, guys.
I'm
No,
not seeing it.
Tommy,
I
we're
haven't
not
seen
seeing
since like
that.
6 or 7, bro.
Yeah.
I'm
It's
a
not good.
supporter. I'm a supporter of the Fast and
This is-
Furious
this is-
franchise.
You're
This
the
is
problem.
I am the
Yes, I just
problem.
said he's
Hey,
the
I'm the
reason.
problem, and I'm okay with that. I'm a problem,
Bro.
and I'm okay with that.
You're like
I will
the
keep
guy.
feeding
You're
it.
like the guy that has Bachelor still making seasons.
I will keep watching
good
any
show.
Fast and Furious that they release.
Okay, Luke, chill out before I slap you through this computer.
All right, we got to move on from television. We gotta
Jason
move on
Momoa did a great job. So I'm gonna
Um,
leave it at.
Shut up, Tommy.
Good movie,
so-
man.
so
Good movie.
Last time us three were on camera, we talked about how we were gonna go over our playoff predictions.
Oh God.
we
and I let
suck.
them know. I let them know beforehand. I went back and listened, and it wouldn't be worth our time to go over them because we missed completely.
We missed
So
100%.
I was talking to Jared today, and I was like, and I think Jared and I have come to a consensus for a few reasons why we want the Heat to win. I really couldn't care either way, but like that's kind of who I've been pulling for. And we were like, I was like, bro, like we sucked on our predictions. If we want them to win, we should just go on the pod tonight and say we think the Nuggets are gonna win. Like
That's why I actually have Denver in 5. That's why I have Denver in 5.
Yeah, exactly.
So we also talked about Tommy. I don't know if you saw this. So this is like a point of contention. This is because I've never seen this before. This is unprecedented in my mind. Is that
you heard it here first.
Yeah,
Unprecedented.
Adam
unprecedented.
Schefter, Jared
Yeah.
Waters.
Okay,
My
Adam
bars-
Schefter.
my
That's
bars are
disrespect. At least
illmatic.
give me Shams.
My bars are illmatic. Blah blah blah. Still mad.
So Duncan Robinson's $90 million contract has one specific incentive.
Mm.
10 million of that only happens if they win a championship.
Really?
Yes. 10 million. That's why this guy's playing out of his mind. He's literally
Yeah,
playing
wow.
for $10 million.
He's been hooping. He's been absolutely
Hooping.
hooping.
So like
Ever since
if,
he caught a lot of slander for missing those shots.
yeah, like
He did.
He came
if
back.
anything happens, like I hope they win so that I know this guy cashed a $10 million bonus. Because I've never heard of like a role player getting a bonus incentive like that on their contract.
I haven't heard of that either. Did you guys see the stray he caught this week and on the
Yeah,
broadcast?
it was like he lost in the
That was
D3,
crazy.
D1.
Why was
What?
Mike Breen saying that? Mike Breen's just on.
I
live
listened to the game
television.
on mute, so
Mike
What
Breen's just
happened?
on live television. Jared going, yeah, Duncan Robinson here, looking for an NBA Finals win. He's got a Division III national championship loss, followed it up with a Division I national championship loss, and then he lost in the NBA Finals in the bubble in 2020. He's looking for the championship win. I was
Bro,
like,
what?
why is he catching this kind of stray right now?
I honestly think like the Mark Jackson, Jeff Van Gundy, Mike Breen trio has played itself out.
Dude,
This is
Gi-
something
give me-
that's
I don't
been
know if you
talked
guys
about.
see the
Give me some former walk-on pod Jamal Crawford talking about.
I like
Ooh.
that.
Jamal
Give me
Crawford
some
would
Danny
be
Green,
Jamal.
great.
even- or
Yeah,
Danny Green, too.
Yeah.
He said he wanted to get into it too.
Even like throw Chuck in there. Like, geez, man.
Yeah, I don't know. You can't break up the post game though. You can't break
But
up
the
the
post game,
post-game
they're not
too.
even doing the post game for the finals though.
Yeah,
the
it's only
post game for the
TNT.
finals is
They need to give the
Stephen
finals to
A.
they need
blow
to
my
give the
brains
finals
out.
to TNT. Is what they need
Yeah.
to do.
They'll never
Yeah.
do that, but
No, they won't because it's ABC, right? So
it's
not
ABC. They'll
ESPN.
never do that.
Yeah, it's the
Yeah.
biggest corporation on
That's what
television.
they
I
need
mean,
to do, though.
But like, I'm tired of listening to Jeff Van Gundy and Mark Jackson talk nonsense.
Bro,
Do you want? Can I read this tweet? Can I read
Yeah,
this
it's
tweet?
probably
Yeah,
what I
let
was
me
about to
hear
talk about.
Says Mark Jackson. To me, Cookie Monster's too greedy. He wants all the reward with no work. Jeff Van Gundy. I took 4 grams of mushrooms at a Hootie and the Blowfish concert in 1995, and let me tell you, that Darius Rucker was no joke. Mike Breen, Jokic for 3.
That's literally what goes on.
Like, how do they get, bro? How do they get paid millions of dollars to be like that?
I mean, at the same time, we're talking about it, so they're doing something. Like,
Dude,
But,
no,
like-
I don't take Jeff Van Gundy serious. Did you see what he
Dog.
said about changing the game?
Dog,
he
he
said he
says
wants-
stuff all the
What,
time.
about the
Dude,
half foul calls?
He said he wants foul. No, he said he wants if you get fouled, you just get the points. And then he was like, we should take halftime away. I don't know. He said something else. Like he was saying some crazy things.
He said that if it's a call that like 2 people commit the foul, instead of like the one person raising their hand and like usually the ref favoring that, to give each of the players half of a foul call.
Bro, this guy's on his
How
Bill
do you
Walton.
do that? How do you do
Just
half
out
of
there
a
just
foul
we
saying
gotta
call?
get him
whatever.
off. We got to get him off the
I
broadcast,
saw a
man,
tweet.
because
I
it's
saw a
bad.
tweet. I saw a tweet that was like, "Why do we let 2 coaches that didn't succeed in their coaching career get on behind the mic?" And I was like, "Damn, that's very
Never
harsh way
won
to
a
put it."
finals.
Breen is special. Keep Breen.
Yeah,
No,
but-
screw Breen.
Whoa!
Wow, out of left
No,
field. for
no,
reason.
no! I won't
What's wrong
stand
with
for
Breen?
that.
I'm not.
He's had a-
but
I
he
mean-
can't give.
I
he
mean-
can't throw strays at Duncan like that.
I mean,
That's fair, but who's a better
Ye-
play-by-play guy though? Harlan?
I'm taking Hubie Brown by himself.
Okay, I'm gonna leave the Zoom call now, guys. It's been a fun one. All right.
So are you a Mike Brown or are you a Mike Breen super fan just because all the Curry bangs or what?
No, I'm a Mike Breen
Yeah.
stan. Not even because of the Curry bangs. I think he does a great job,
Hubie Brown
No, he does.
has
He does
the
a good
best commentary.
bro.
I think-
Kevin
but see-
Harlan is light years ahead of Hubie Brown.
Wow,
See,
you.
I thought
sound
Tom was
drunk.
an Iron Eagle guy, honestly.
Yeah.
I am an Iron Eagle guy too. I would take Iron Eagle in the finals too.
No,
as well.
scroll that. Get Gus Johnson out here, Tom. Get
Gus is good, but Gus is a football guy.
No, he is. The way he
does
calls is
NBA
definitely-
games. Gus does NBA games, and the pop isn't the same.
Yeah, no, the energy like doesn't match it. Like,
Yeah, Mark Jones did a good job in the NBA Finals last year when Breen was sick.
Mark Jones, he gets awfully corny. I'll just say that.
He does.
Now that I get to listen to him essentially every Kings
21.
game,
Can you do something for
he's
me?
funny. Like, don't get me wrong, he's funny, but like he just like he obviously tries very hard to like say a
Be
hip
in the culture.
innuendo, and it's like
Yeah.
I appreciate that like he's trying to, but it's just sometimes it's like I don't know if that's your game, my boy. Like I
A
don't
little
know.
much. Little much.
When he said when Herder got he did a little boom, got him popcorn, got 2 people out the way.
I
up
know
and
what you're
under.
gonna say.
He said he put him on a flight like an IG model. I said, okay, like you're doing a lot. You're doing a lot. Like let's get back to
Those are your
basketball
people,
here.
though.
You will Katie Christensen does really well. I think they put her on she's nice. You listen. You said you watch games on mute, so why are you cringing over there?
Hmm.
Yeah, and she's been in the Kings world for years. So like
Yeah,
it's
I
Let's
guess
get
she's seen
Bob
the good and the
Fitzgerald.
bad. She's
Well,
That's
seen the
like
good and the
Bob
bad.
Fitzgerald on national television. Warriors guy.
Yeah, as long as they don't get Kalena out there.
I'm glad we're talking about Warriors
Yeah,
because I want to talk
Kalena-
about this.
I'm not.
Kalena
is
does
very
not
Mark
need to leave
Jones.
The booth. Yeah, Kalena is a little much in there. There was a time where Warriors Twitter was just constantly complaining about how often
What?
Kalena grunts on the broadcast.
Did you see Kendrick Perkins and JJ Redick the other
Bro.
day? Speaking of grunting,
He said, Perk, is that you moaning in my ear?
get JJ on
Yeah.
the calls, man. I'd like
Yeah.
that.
JJ does a good job. And Richard Jefferson, they do a good job.
Yeah, Richard Jefferson's actually pretty funny. Yeah, I
then
mean,
you
I
got
could go for that.
You got Stephen A. Perk, it sounds like you got a sleep apnea machine on.
Yeah.
They're sick.
They have to come up
Um,
with something.
So, I do want to do the finals predictions though.
So despite our
Denver's gonna
curse-
win it. It looks like a 5-game series at this point, but that probably is. I'm saying that on purpose. Maybe I don't know.
Yeah, I
Yeah.
think Miami wins on Saturday, and I think Denver takes the next two.
So
I think
six.
I think it's Denver.
Yeah.
I think it's Denver in 6. I'd like to see Miami get one more. I'd like to see Miami win, but I think it's
I
Denver in 6.
want Miami to win, but man, they're just
I just can't score enough.
Well, and here's the thing. Like, I'm watching last game, and like they so even the last 2 games, game 2 specifically, even when they won, so they were shooting the lights out the ball, right? They were like one shot below 50% from 3, and I'm like, they played this well, and they like most viewers like saw that they stole that game. Like, you know what I mean? So like,
Yeah.
yeah.
and even the last game, like they went on a run. I don't remember like what happened, but they went on a run, and like the Nuggets just like walked it up, played their game,
They just
boom,
eat-
got it
they
right
just
back
eat
to
it.
one possession. I was like, bro, how they're playing this well, and like the Nuggets are right there. Like, in Jamal Murray's just gonna hit a turnaround, step back 3, and just
Dog,
like
he
all right,
hits,
there's the
He's
energy.
bro.
hooping,
He's
bro. He
hit
is
some
hooping.
shit, dude. I'm sorry,
Good for
excuse
him,
my
man.
language, but like,
No, you're fine.
like he hits, bro. He hits some shots where it's just like, damn, bro. Like,
And they're timely.
like
they
you
just
got
He
like
is a
Zach.
big,
That's what I'm
he is a
saying.
big
Like,
timely scorer.
like there was a play last night where the Heat were trying to make a run. I think they like hit maybe back. I think it was when Cody Martin hit or Caleb Martin hit back-to-back threes. This guy comes down, just hits a tough
Yeah,
step back
yeah.
on the right wing over Bam on the switch. I'm just like,
yeah,
oh my
because the crowd got
gosh.
because it was a super crowd
Yeah.
silencer.
Yeah,
It
yeah.
was nuts. I remember
It was
that.
like end of the clock, and I'm just
Yeah.
like, dude.
just take the
Bro,
air out the whole arena.
he's just so efficient. It's crazy. Like he really just barely ever misses shots. It feels like.
So
I
did
think
you?
Mhm.
I was gonna say, did you? Jared and I talked about it a little bit, or I think I just brought it up to him. Tom, did you see the tweet where it was like one's got to go, and it was Trae Young, Jamal Murray, Fox, and someone
Man.
else I forget, but it was consensus Trae Young. It was like
I saw
get
that.
Trae Young
Yeah,
out of there.
Yeah. Which
then
is
everyone
crazy
was
because
like,
Trey is actually really good.
Yeah, it's
He just
like-
doesn't win games though.
Yeah. No,
I mean,
he
he's
is
been to the
numbers
Eastern
wise.
Conference
Like,
Finals already, though.
One time.
Yeah.
I mean, it's more. Fox had one playoff series, but like
Yeah.
everyone was like Fox and Jamal Murray are in a league of their own, which like I don't know, but
I just look at it like projection wise, like
Yeah.
I feel like Trey, like nothing to hate on Trey because Trey's really good and he does amazing things at his size, but like he's kind of
oh,
like
it's Jalen Brunson. It was Jalen Brunson was the fourth.
yeah, like
Mm.
like he's kind of like tapped out, I guess. And not tapped out. That's the wrong way to say it. I don't want to hate on him, but like I don't know
It's
where
like
else he where can he improve that's gonna like
Elevate the team to win.
yeah.
You guys are
go-
taking
go to
Brunson
wins.
over Trey?
Yeah, because
For
the
sure.
type of shots that Brenson can get down the stretch are way more
Yeah.
high quality than Trey.
I don't know. I honestly I don't watch
I think
either
that
of
one's a
them
tough
enough.
one. I think that one's a tough
Recency
one.
bias is gonna pull me towards Jalen, but I don't know.
Yeah, well, I mean, I watched Jalen play all year last year, and like that, he was
He's tough.
He's really good.
like he
man.
like Trey doesn't get into the mid range like that, but I will say
Mm.
Trey will hit some timely, like tough, like
Ragers.
ragers, crowd
floaters.
silencers,
He's a
game winning.
crazy.
Yeah,
He's a crazy playmaker too.
totally. Like I don't. That's what I'm saying. I don't want to hate on him.
That's a hard
was
one.
I gonna
I
say?
really don't know. I don't know. I think it's
It
between.
is.
I think it's between Trey and Brunson, but I think that's really close.
It was a good graphic, but I just found it hilarious because my point was like not even
Last year.
not even a year ago, like literally 4 months ago, everyone would have been like, "Why is Fox on this list?" But like now that people have watched it, and like
No,
it
Fox
makes
is that
sense.
guy. Fox
Yeah,
is
he's
that
really
guy.
like that. So I want to spin back to the Warriors. I'm bringing up a lot of different tweets this episode, but this one really, I gotta talk about it. So there was a report on NBA Central. I don't remember who reported it, but I'm sure it was a somewhat of a reliable source. Said Steph Curry is urging for the core unit to come back for one more chance. I'm sick. I'm so sick of this Warriors team trying to be something that they're not. I get it that like they were a dynasty. I'm not taking away from what they did, but they're not the Last Dance. Don't start the Last Dance propaganda already. We want to bring them back for one more time. Like no. That's been gone. That's been happened. Like, can't you do something else? Like, why is that already being reported? I hate that.
I
really hate that.
mean, they're still the reigning champs, Luke.
for like 2 more games. But
Okay, but they still are. You
Tommy,
can't say
Tommy,
that's
I want you
been
to
gone.
talk to me in basketball.
I am talking to you in
analyst.
basketball analyst terms.
No, not Warriors fandom. I get that they
This
won,
isn't
but
Warriors fandom.
take they won last year. I'm not saying that they're not a dynasty, but can we do something other than the one last dance thing? Is all I'm saying. Like that was a very specific thing to the Bulls and Michael Jordan. Why do the Warriors have to now try and go and do the same thing? Why is that narrative being pushed?
I don't think Steph Curry's a narrative pusher. I think he thinks they have one more shot at it, and I would agree with that. I think they do. So why not push all the chips forward one more time? Like I don't think it's that crazy to say.
Last dance. God, it's just I don't know, man. I don't know.
I think you're reaching a little too hard on that. I don't think they're pushing that narrative as hard as you think they are.
We'll see. We'll see if
my
more reports start to come out.
Objective opinion or my question, I will send a question to you, Luke, is like, what else would you expect him to say?
Yeah.
I don't. So I guess what I need to say is I don't think it's a Steph Curry narrative pushing, but can't we report it in a different way so it's not?
I mean,
he
can't control how they report it.
I'm not saying
bro. That's how reporters are.
Though. Okay. I let me retract. I don't think this is a Steph Curry narrative pushing. I think this is the media needs to not push it. In that manner.
I mean,
yeah,
I think
that's fine.
Yeah, I think the other thing too is like this is what happens. Like there's this lull, right, of NBA media going on where it's like, okay, what can we talk about that's going to get clicks? What can we talk about that's going to get engagement now? Because like, okay, the finals aren't like any teams that everybody like is in love with. The you know what I mean? Like I think like it's before the draft, it's before free agency. There's always this like lull, you know.
Yeah, no. I
think there's
just
like
I agree with you. I agree with you, Luke, that the other thing is that there's always some media member, whether it's a Warriors media member or just like a general national AP like media member, that wants to like try to find a soundbite or like try to like find clickbait, I guess. Is like that's what I think.
Yeah,
like,
I don't think
like
it's a Warriors push narrative, and I guess I relayed that wrong. It still makes me sick because I just don't want to see that. But like, it's like
stupid to say that. Like, they didn't win 3 in a row. Like,
no, yeah.
I mean, no, they were a dynasty though. They're a dynasty. I'm not taking that away.
They're not the Bulls, obviously. Like, I don't want the Last Dance narrative pushed either. Like, I'm not here for that either. But I do agree with what he said. Like, I think there's gas in the tank still. I think you got to go for it while you have the core. Blah, 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 whatever. That's fine.
Well,
but
I also agree that like, what else is he supposed to say? Yeah, like we need to move on. Like he's not gonna say that. Like
where I'm going with this is Jared just said it. The media NBA is in a lull, and I was listening to JJ's podcast this last week. I think it was Gilbert Arenas. The NBA has a LeBron and Steph issue. Like they always
they're done,
they always have to say something about it. When those two are
Patrick
done,
Mahomes,
what? Yeah, that's why something like that's getting reported, Luke. That's why something like that is getting reported.
You're 100% correct.
So I'm curious too, since we're kind of on this and we're like riffing right now. Who's going to be the face? Like who's going to take over? Like
I don't know.
Do we have any idea? Like I honestly like I watch a lot of NBA basketball, and like I don't know.
I have an answer.
If you say De'Aaron Fox, I'm gonna punch.
No, this is a real answer. Okay. Like we've talked about, I like to be a real basketball analyst. Take my passion from the Kings out of this. We've talked about how Jokic doesn't have that like it factor to be the face of the NBA, which sucks because he's very clearly the best player in the world right now. Like it's very obvious.
He really does not care.
But like, yeah, you can't. I think in it's gonna be hard because the team is making some crazy decisions. But I think it has to be Luka. And it can't be Jason Tatum because Jason Tatum has had this chance now for multiple years to like
4 years
make that plateau. To like,
4 years.
If he wins a championship, he's the guy, and it's no one's gonna debate it. But Luka hasn't really had that. Like he made the run last year, which I feel like got the bubbles
That
kind of
was
going.
like,
Like,
that was like,
but like it put it on him in the bubble, and then that like it put people on notice that like okay, he's really that guy. Like he
but
can
then
do it.
they imploded this year.
That's what I'm saying. So the
Bad,
team's got to help
yeah.
him out, but I think he is the most molded to be the face of the NBA. I think
But-
so.
Okay, so
Well-
then I have a second. Well, go ahead, Tommy, and then I have a secondary question to that.
I was gonna say, what about Giannis?
I feel like yes and no. Like I don't.
He's in the Jokic mold. He's like just like he doesn't grab.
There's something
like,
unattractive about just being
Yeah,
like a
yeah.
hard nosed worker for some reason. Like
Yeah.
I don't know
Right?
what it
No,
is.
it's crazy to say, but it's true.
Because like
Yeah.
in it sucks because like
It's not
obviously
aesthetically
LeBron and
pleasing to
Steph are
watch
like
him. Like, yeah.
ooh, and like they are hard nosed workers. Don't get me wrong. Like but it's just like that's not their biggest attraction. That's not their biggest pull.
Mm.
Like Giannis's biggest pull is like he's gonna outwork every other superstar. I don't think anyone would really like.
He doesn't have the persona. Like Steph had the persona in college as like
Yeah,
and
there's like a
moving in,
confident aura. Like
the boyish joy. I read an article. I think I sent it to Tom, or if I didn't send it
Yeah.
to Tom, I sent it to the group text. Like talk about his like the way he plays with like joy. Like you can't describe like top 5 players in the league as joyous, other than Steph.
Yeah.
And then LeBron was just anointed the great one from the get go.
And
So it's like, and he like,
exceeded
surpassed,
everything.
like-
Yeah.
and like Kobe was the killer, right? Kobe was Terminator. Like Jordan was Terminator. Like,
yeah,
you know what I mean?
Yeah.
So it's like,
It's
but here's my question though. This is my second question, Tom, before, like to ask both of you. Do you think part of it is because now, and we've talked about this a little before, the best players that you guys, the 3 guys you guys just mentioned, aren't American?
yeah. Yeah.
Like, I think that's the biggest problem.
Well, that's what I'm saying.
That's
Jason
true.
Tatum
That's
had the
true.
keys.
I
Yeah.
mean,
Like Luke, like Americans are not going to buy into Luca at the
I think
level
they
that
might,
they're gonna.
though.
Not at the level you're gonna buy into Steph though,
I
or
don't
buy into
know.
LeBron.
Yeah, no, yeah, obviously not at that level.
He's
but I
not
think
from
out
here
of
though.
no, I think, but I don't know. He has a certain like for some reason his persona like has more capability to be the face than the other two.
But hasn't an international player has never been the face of the league.
No, I mean, yeah, it's
Ever,
a tall
ever.
task. But who else? Okay, so who?
John Morant. John Morant had it. He had it. I can't say that he has it now, but
to me,
but
it
he
should have been.
did.
It should have been Book. It should have been Book.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's,
Like
I
they
mean,
should have won the year they lost to the Bucks. They should have won.
MVP the next year.
They should have won MVP the next year. Like, and then they fizzled this year. Like
Yeah,
it should have been Book.
yeah.
But
Yeah.
I don't know what's gonna happen now because like Katie can't stay healthy and Chris Paul is getting old. He never stays healthy. And like their team outside of those 3 is pretty much like not really a team.
So did he
and-
get waived or not though?
who?
Yeah,
Chris Paul.
It's weird. It's like it's there was reports
I
that there
don't know.
was, but then there was reports.
Chris
that they
Haynes
were
said he
like-
got waived, but now I don't know.
Yeah, there's like saying that they're negotiating what's going to happen or something. I mean,
Yeah.
it's pretty apparent he's not going to be a son, so I think it's kind
Yeah.
of
Yeah. I think it should be Book, but
yeah. No, I like that
I-
take.
but he's got to win.
Book also like just doesn't really care about that though. Like Book just he's kind of not the I don't know how
So
to
do you think
Well, he's
Steph
not
cared about it? 'Cause
he's
I
not
think-
legacy chasing.
Yeah.
Okay,
Yeah.
okay, that's a.
Yeah.
I was going to say because I
Also-
don't think Steph cared about.
I don't
being
think
the
Steph
image,
cared
but
until
was
he
legacy
won.
chasing,
Until
yeah.
he won, though. Think about it this way. Think about
Steph was
the
always a crazy showboater, and just his play style though, like
was
like
it's
a-
just-
enjoyable. Yeah,
It's a
just
confident
crazy.
aura, bro. It's
aesthetically
confidence.
pleasing.
Yeah,
But
Yeah.
also, like, I think too, like, I doubt Steph, like, because actually, I can't guarantee this, but I can like pretty confidently say, like, after they won in 2015, everybody was like, man, this is a great story. They're fun. They're good. Steph won MVP. No one, and I mean no one, including Steph, like, would anticipate the meteoric rise of the next season.
yeah.
Yeah.
They
Like,
backed it up.
I think what that happened, him winning unanimous MVP, them winning 73 games, it like pushed him into a different stratosphere where it's like, okay, now this has to matter.
Yeah.
So So what you're saying is you need a young guy on a team that's up and coming, a likable guy.
Win.
Here he
They'll
goes.
win.
I think De'Aaron Fox has it. I think in no, look. He's obviously leaps and bounds away, but it's possible. I think
I still think
They gotta
it's
win.
Jason.
They
I
gotta
still
win.
think it's Jason Tatum's to
to
lose
lose.
because
Yeah.
I think if they come back next year and they retool and they win, like, but really we're not even talking about it. Like, we're just gonna talk about the basketball stuff. Like, it was gonna be Zion
Yeah.
outside of the injuries.
It was
The
gonna be Ja
injuries.
too. It was gonna be Ja too.
Yeah. No,
I
I think that's a
don't-
good take.
I don't think Ja though. I don't think.
They were pushing.
No, but
The media
he-
was pushing
No,
it.
but
The media was
Yeah.
the
pushing
media
it.
was
Ja
pushing
was.
it, and Ja, like Steph, has a crazy just electric play style where you're like, I want to watch that. Like
Yeah.
he's putting views, he's getting clicks.
I
Like,
would agree. I
like
just
that's what
think,
I'm.
like-
That's the face of the league. Is people that are just like, wow.
I
And
mean,
like
they were putting
Ja-
themselves in a position to
And
win
Ja
too.
is like
Yeah.
that. He's probably gonna get suspended for an
They're
entire
saying
year
30
now. So that
plus. They're saying
sucks.
30
but
plus. Yeah.
yeah, like I don't know.
Yeah, I'm
He-
thinking it's nobody, but like then I think what's gonna happen.
maybe
is
it's
like-
Wemby.
Yeah, exactly.
But there's another one not from America.
But Wimby is such an alien
Yeah, I mean,
that like he
obviously,
captures
undeniable.
the
Yeah.
eyes.
Like it's
And
undeniable. Like
It's undeniable.
Marvel.
And like the NBA is going to push so hard.
Yeah,
For-
they're
for
gonna
him.
force him.
Yeah.
They're gonna force
Yeah,
him.
like they're gonna
on
they're
the
they're gonna
fans.
force it because they want that like the international like money is just gonna be
Yeah.
Yeah.
So like to Tommy's point about Ja, like, and I think he's right because like how often would you see like a Ja missed dunk be the opening highlight of thing? Like
Everywhere.
He didn't even convert it. It like this
Yeah.
is Trump. Like I didn't like bro, like come on.
Ja
Yeah, that's a
has
good
Ja
point.
has
Yeah, that's a
the
good point.
Ja has the it factor.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, in many ways more than one now. But
Yeah, no, I worked at kids camp this week. Trust me.
Yeah, man.
Ja's not my favorite. Ja's not my favorite player anymore.
Oh, bro, the kid I saw at the gym today was wearing Jaws, and I asked him, I was like, "You like those?" And he was like, "Yeah, but I just feel like I can't really wear them anymore." It's like,
Yeah.
damn, like that quick. The shoes
Dude,
have been
yeah.
out and discontinued already.
Yeah,
yeah.
crazy.
That's pretty crazy. That's
crazy.
a good. I mean, I know Jared and I have talked about it, but like,
It's
and we
very
talked about it
real,
with
though.
Jokic. Like, it's weird.
just-
like, who's gonna be
I
next?
just I just
It's
think
really
the-
real. The NBA has a LeBron and Steph problem.
Yeah. I think the other thing too is like they're just I mean LeBron went to the finals like 10 straight years.
Yeah.
Like
It
no
was
one else
easy
is
to-
gonna do that.
It's
Yeah.
nobody.
Like even Kobe didn't go 10 straight years, dude. Steph didn't go 10 straight years.
no,
Like that's just not gonna happen
but
again.
it was always them playing each other, and that's why like
Yeah,
yeah.
it's
you were
just-
able
it's-
to have both of
Yeah.
them do it.
Yeah,
Yeah,
like
it's crazy.
they're just not like that's just not gonna happen again.
Yeah, it's crazy
No.
to think how long ago that was too. Like
Yeah,
2015 was 8 years ago. Like
yeah.
So you
And-
think if the Heat win, Jimmy Butler can't be the guy?
Nope.
I don't think he'd be. I don't know. I don't know.
think
He
there's
doesn't
too
care.
much has happened
Jimmy
in his
doesn't care
career
until the
already, too.
playoffs. Yeah,
Yeah.
Jimmy's kind of old.
Yeah, no,
And-
I agree.
Yeah, it really could have been Tyler Hero if he was healthy and playing well.
I mean, yeah.
That's not your guy.
I don't have a problem with him. I just don't think he can be the guy.
I know it's interesting. How old is Jimmy? Jimmy's got to be like 32.
Yeah,
I mean, bro,
31.
you remember when he was on the Bulls when he was
Bulls,
young?
yeah.
Like that was a
yeah.
while
Derrick
ago.
Rose. Yeah.
Yeah. So no, it's a good topic. I'm sure we'll spin back to that
Yeah.
as the season I mean, yeah, we haven't had when did we
Last
start
year's
the pod?
rookies.
When did
We
we start
started
the
like
pod?
July of last year.
Okay, so we've
yeah.
had an off season of NBA without or like we've been recording without it. I was trying to remember like
Yeah.
what were we talking about, but we'll figure it out, you know.
Yeah, we'll get there.
Yeah, all right. Starting five, fellas. Are we good?
Yeah.
Get
We
it.
there? We there? All right. So
I just have one more comment, and we don't have to go deep into it. This is very specific. I'm glad that the PGA has ended up
all right.
with egg all over their face, and that's the nice way for me to say it.
Yeah, it's been
They literally told everybody that it was immoral and don't take the money,
And then they
And then
took
they
the
took the
bag
money.
and ran.
Ran.
That's crazy.
I feel
didn't know
bad for the
details.
PGA players, man.
Yeah.
I didn't know the details on the situation until I was explained to it this week. That's
Yeah.
crazy.
It's
It's
bad,
really
man.
crazy.
That's
It's bad.
grimy. It's
Yeah.
grimy.
Well, and the worst part is like, again, I don't know him, so I'm not gonna say I know him. But like the head of PGA, Jay Moynihan, was like on a freaking soapbox, just dogging out Phil Mickelson, dogging out Greg Norman, dogging out like everybody that left, and like then you just like sold out. Like how like
So correct me if I'm wrong. I was told these PGA players had an opportunity to a significant amount of money to take to go to the Live. PGA told them not to take it, and then they just combined with them.
yeah.
So they
So,
lost
like,
out on all that money.
So they offered supposedly the Saudi tour offered Tiger $800 million.
Yeah, I believe it with the numbers I'm seeing with the soccer.
Hideki was 400 million.
400, yeah.
Rom was like
was
200.
3.
And this is like guaranteed money, Tom. Like an NBA contract.
It's like a contract, yeah.
Yeah.
And
That's
so, like,
crazy.
yeah. Like
And
guaranteed money. And
'cause-
only playing half the tournaments.
Yeah, that's
And-
so
and,
crazy.
like,
The
obviously
money
not
in
on a big
Saudi Arabia
scale,
is
like-
different.
Like Dustin Johnson got 120 mil. Like Brooks got 100 mil. Like they got max contracts to play half the amount of tournaments.
That's so crazy.
And it
And,
didn't
like-
matter where they finished. They could finish last and that money's
Yeah,
coming.
so
in
that
their
was the
way.
big knock. Like when the whole live thing was happening, it was like, well, you're taking the competitiveness out of golf. Like people aren't going to care if they win.
That's
or
what
not
Tiger
anymore,
and Rory
like,
were saying.
so
Yeah.
that's what the PGA was pushing and all that. And so now this happened. And then the craziest part about all of this is like people were saying that like these PGA Tour players that not only declined the money but stuck their neck out to defend the PGA Tour found out the same way we did off of ESPN notifications.
Yeah,
and
Twitter.
That's
Yeah.
sick. That's
That's
really
how
sick.
Colin Morikawa found out.
Yeah, man, I feel bad. Like, I feel bad for some of those PGA Tour players, but I don't know, man. It's gonna be a weird kind of.
It's
gonna
the
be
ugly
weird.
side of sports, man. It's like the ugly side
business.
because like the reality is like it's the same thing we talk about the NBA. And this is the last thing I'm gonna say because then we can move on. I don't want to spend a ton of time on this. Was like, bro, like you're gonna take the money every time. Like to act like you're not going to. It's crazy. Like these dudes were getting vilified.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Like
no,
really,
like,
like
real, bro.
real, like
Go watch the Brooks Full Swing episode.
Yeah.
Like they really made him look like an idiot. Like everyone who watched that was like, "What was wrong with this dude?" Like literally, they made him look like an idiot.
So, Luke, I posed the question earlier. This again, last thing for sure. Do you think him winning the PGA like shifted it, right?
1000%.
Like they had
1000%.
a like way more teeth or way more skin in the game now.
I don't even know. I mean, I'm sure it's a little bit of that, but I also feel like it was more subconscious pressure put on the PGA that they were losing it. And so now the head of the PGA was probably like, all right, we got to do something to reel things back in. In reality, probably wasn't going on, but I'm sure like they were like, oh, this was a player that we
I
basically.
think the Saudi, like, bro, they just got thirsty for the money. Like they got money hungry. They got greedy. They just saw like, oh, we can make this much money. You guys are gonna give us this much to have a
Yeah,
seat
it's
at the table.
It's
Crazy.
tough. It's really
Yeah.
tough, actually.
Like if I told Tommy, like, hey, you can either run your own training company or I'll give you $200 million to come be on the board of directors for KI Hoops, you're
Yeah.
taking the $200 million.
Every day of the week.
Yeah.
Come rebound, brother.
Yeah. Yeah. Wear my shirt, wear the logo, pick up 200 mil.
Dap up the
Easy.
homies.
Yeah. It's crazy.
No,
Anyways,
it's crazy.
Okay.
All right, man. Starting five. I might have to make some audibles. We'll see. We have starting 5 summer. Now, summer is the beginning of June. The weather is very hot now. You know, we thought that this could be a fun one. Like some of the ones in the past, you could take this anywhere. I know Jared's still finalizing. Tom, I know you said you were excited. Jared, do you want to
I'm
pick
ready
who
to go,
goes
yeah.
first? I mean,
Do I want to
I'd
pick
like
who
to-
goes first? I got
Yeah.
Luke going first because I feel
Oh,
like he's real
wow.
confident in his list. It was your choice too.
Yeah, I posed a few. Tom said he liked this one, but I can go.
You know,
first.
do you want to go? We also could go round robin though too. We haven't done that yet.
Oh, like position by position. I actually like
Yeah.
that. Let's
Yeah.
do that.
Wow, we haven't done
This
that.
is new.
Yeah.
This is new.
Round robin,
Jared, I
let's
like
do
that.
it.
Okay.
Wow.
Okay. So I'll go first. Tom
Ground
second,
That
Jared
means
breaking
third.
here.
that means that like we can get some like nice audibles in here.
This is good,
Yeah.
actually. Good play, Jared. All right. Shout out to the Wi-Fi for being able to allowing us to do this. So at
Real
my
ones
point guard,
know,
we're going
man.
point guard first, right? We're going point guard first. Yep.
Yeah,
Yep.
point
Yep.
guard first.
All right, so I'm my point guard. And it's funny that I'm taking this at my point guard. This is what I was saying. I might make an audible, but I'm not. I'm going to stick to my roots. Something that defines summer for me is golf. I have golf at my point guard. I think golf is a heady player. It's a strategic game, and summer is when I get to play the most golf, and so I feel like it's gonna put the right mindset across my lineup. So I have golf at my point guard,
Okay.
and I
I
give
like
it to
that,
Tom.
Luke.
Thanks.
At my point guard, I like this. I like this.
Yeah,
This is a
yeah.
good idea, Jared.
This is good.
At
Jay.
my point guard, I've got our last time we were together's topic. You know, I think it's exactly what we need to bring everyone together. The point guard, the facilitator, getting everyone involved. I've got barbecues. Barbecues at the one.
Wow. Ooh,
Yeah.
just a whole encompassing.
Just a
Yep.
whole encompassing
I
thing.
will say I thought about the barbecue idea as well. It's a good play. It's a really good play.
Thank you.
So at my point guard, I feel like he really just sets the table. I feel like I can really direct traffic when I have him.
Mhm.
And I feel like I can really just be at the top of my game. Give me beach chair at point guard.
I like it.
Wow.
Beach
Good
chair.
play. That's a good play. That's a
Do
good
we want to go like back round snake draft or
Serpentine.
what?
Yeah,
Oh, I
serpentine.
like that.
Serpentine this thing.
Word to
Okay.
drafts.
Now,
I like
now
this.
this guy's a real showstopper. This guy says ammo on top of ammo on top of ammo. And like, it's summer. We live in Sacramento. It's 110 degrees out here. He's going to keep you cool. Give me the original Super Soaker.
Great
Oh.
play. It's a really good play. It's a really good play.
Wow.
It's a really
Wow.
good play.
Nice.
I like that. I like that a lot.
Cool.
The OG one, like when you were
Yeah,
a
like
kid.
the original, like, yes.
Yeah, the
green
pump
one.
action
Yeah,
one.
yeah,
I
like,
like
oh,
that. Yeah. Nice.
I like that, Jay. That's a good play.
At my backcourt, my running backcourt mate, I got a lot of hate for not having this guy in my barbecue list. And that's why I'm bringing him. That's why I'm bringing him to the summer list. You can use it at the park. You can use it at the beach. It's versatile. Once again, bringing a lot of people together. I've got spike ball.
Yeah.
Oh, I
Yeah.
like that.
There were
I like that.
there
I
were
like
people in the
that. Yeah.
comments that were
People in the
were
comment section.
wondering.
I'll air it out. Furman, I got you. It's there.
Yeah.
It's there.
They were questioning your spike ball loyalty for a
They
second
were.
there.
They were questioning my integrity.
So my shooting guard, and I was worried Jared took mine, but my shooting guard is a real ankle breaker. This guy, it's a high level scorer, and I really think the best way to put it is an ankle breaker. I have the slip and slide at my shooting guard.
Oh, I like that.
Wow.
Look, and this is not something for kids. I'm telling you, during COVID, me, Owen, and Chris went to the Livermore Park and made a slip and slide, and it was blast. So I'm telling you, the slip and slide is putting up numbers at my shooting guard.
It's a good play.
Yeah, I was worried when Jared started talking about like it's fun. I was like, oh, geez. But yeah, all right. So here we go. Small forward. I'm getting ahead of the curve on this one. This is one that I think a lot of people hate to play against. I think this is one of those players that not many people have seen them on be on the same team as it, but you definitely hate to be against it. I got raised gas prices at my shooting guard or my small forward. Now, like I said, I've never been on the same team as raised gas prices. I'd love to be a part of that, but you know, that's why I'm drafting this guy. I'm drafting him early, and I want him on my squad. To show
like
Yo,
that
that
one.
is funny.
I like
I
that
did
one.
not think about that. That
Yeah,
is
I
awesome.
like that one a lot, Luke.
Thanks, man.
At the,
Thanks, man.
the three's my showstopper. Definitely my favorite part of the summer, hands down, no question about it. Don't even need to think twice. And I won't even need to explain more after this. I've just got boating. Boating at the three.
That's a good one. That's a
This
good
is
one.
nice.
There's
Yeah, I like
nothing
that.
there's nothing like boating in the summer, man.
This is a good. Actually, I don't know if it's the way we're doing it or
I feel like the way we're doing it is just this is nice. I
enjoying
like
it.
this.
I'm enjoying
Yes. Tommy, I like that.
Thank
Is
you,
voting?
thank you.
Is there a specific lake or
Uh,
river type?
I mean,
boating?
Folsom Lake's usually the go-to in the summer for me,
Right.
but you know, shout out to Shout out to Draco. The boat will be on the Sac River when I'm in town. So
There we go.
catch us on the Sac River this summer.
Yeah, Draco did say he was fiending for you to get here. He has no one to
Yeah.
get coffee with right now.
Soon.
He also told me he got coffee at 1:30 p.m. So
That's
Okay.
absurd. Yep.
Yeah.
Next question.
absurd. So at my small forward now, this could be. It's a little bit of good. It's a little bit of bad. You know, again, we usually have our small forward be a two-way player. It's gonna be electric one way or the other. It's the day that we all wait for. It's right in the smack dab middle of summer. At my small forward, give me Woj bombs
Oh,
for free
wow.
agency.
That's not what I thought you were gonna say.
Agency.
That's
not what I
good
thought you
actually.
were gonna say.
Woj bombs at the small forward.
Nice. No love to
That's-
Shams.
Yeah, Shams. You know, Shams is getting there. Shout out
Shams
Shams.
just doesn't have the label. He doesn't have the
yeah,
Woj bomb
yeah.
label.
But you know, maybe if we get Shams up here on the pod,
Yeah.
Put it. Yeah, I like that. I like that.
Speak it.
Now-
Talk about it.
at power forward, this is more of like a Charles Barkley power forward. You know, he's not the tallest. He's not the fastest. He can jump, but it's not necessarily like a prototypical long athletic four. But he gets the job done. At my power forward, give me a 4-day work week for me
Nice.
because the
Oh.
kids are out of school. I can start workouts earlier, and I don't have to work 5 days a week.
I like
Give
that.
me the Monday through Thursday summer schedule, 4-day
like
work
that.
week.
All right,
Yeah,
guys.
that's good, man.
Guys, I know we're not supposed to pick favorites in lineups, but this one's my favorite by far. This is like the high level recruit that you pick up and you're just gassed about. This is the high level free agency signing that's coming to your team, and you're just there's nothing else you can think about. All right, and we need a lot of length at the 4. Okay, a lot of
There you go.
length, and that's why I've got the extended days. I'm talking the summer solstice.
Wow,
The
that's
sunset at the
Mm.
sunset at 10 p.m. I'm talking about
Yeah.
you walk outside at 9 and there's still light. You can
Yeah.
take a little evening walk. I've got the
That's a good
long
play.
days at the 4.
Didn't really think about. You guys are man. This is good, man. This is good. This is good. My 4-man is inevitable. This guy, whether you like it or not, is gonna show up every summer. And it's gonna show up time and time again. I like to think he's a rebound guy because he's gonna be right back there to put it back together. I don't know if this one's gonna resonate well with the crowd here. I got the DJ Khaled quote unquote anthem song. I think every summer DJ Khaled comes out with a song that is quote unquote the summer anthem. You got
What was last
the
year's
one.
summer anthem?
There's the No Brainer, the I'm the One, the For Free was a few years ago, and these songs are gonna be they're gonna be stuck at the barbecues in the summer rotation the entire summer. You know exactly what song I'm talking about, the one with Justin Bieber.
Yeah, no,
Yes,
I'm the
bro.
one. Yeah, that was years
Yeah.
ago though. But yeah.
Is it gonna be on your barbecue rotation?
It'll be there.
Yeah, that's
Wild
what I'm saying.
Thoughts. Bryson
Wild
Tiller,
Thoughts,
Rihanna.
For Free, the Drake one, that
Yeah,
one comes up
yeah.
every year. The one
That's some
last
good
year was
ones.
No Brainer. I don't think that one hit as well, but he's gonna drop one, and it's gonna be DJ Khaled saying it's an anthem in the ad libs
Yeah.
before the song,
No,
and it's
no,
inevitable. It's
a good one.
inevitable.
It's a good one.
All right, at my 5. This one might be a local pick, but again, this is someone that brings a big crowd to my games. It draws a huge crowd from near and far. This is one.
Don't
This
do
could
it.
be. This is the face of the team. I got the
Don't do
State
it.
Fair at the
Oh,
5.
okay, good.
The
Yeah, thank
State
God.
Fair.
The State Fair the California State Fair is kind of like forced upon everybody during the summer. Like even if you go, it's not that great of a thing at all. But it's like, oh, the State Fair is here at Cal Expo. Like whether you like it or not, it's there and it's a big event.
Yeah.
So I got it at the 5.
You always just find your way there somehow.
And then you're there.
You
and
don't really
realize
enjoy
why
it.
you're there.
You don't really enjoy it. You get yourself a pretzel somehow,
Yeah.
and you're like,
Maybe
I
go to a
never
Sacro
enjoyed
Public
state-
game.
I never enjoyed
Yeah.
state fairs. It just was
Yeah.
never my vibe.
But did you ever feel inclined to go to one?
I mean, not by my own choice. Other
Yeah,
people
see?
that I'm
Right. But
yeah.
somehow, some way, Jared
You're
always
there.
end up at the State Fair.
Somehow, some
confirm.
way.
I ended up at the
That was-
Idaho State Fair last year. It just
I was more of a
happens.
Fiesta
just
Days kind
happens.
of guy,
Yeah,
Vacaville.
man.
All right.
Give me the state
Anyways,
fair
at my
five.
five, I've got an explosive guy here.
Oh, okay.
And that's the 4th of July fireworks, man.
Yeah, good play.
Oh,
the 4th of July
that's
fireworks.
Nice. That's nice.
I almost I thought the same thing. That's a really good play. That's a really good play.
That's nice. At my 5, I'm still struggling with my walk on. I don't know where to go with my walk on, so I'm trying to figure that out. But at my 5, this guy, it's without a doubt the greatest 5 in the history of 5s.
Okay. Wow. High, bold claim.
Give me Tahoe.
Tahoe.
Tahoe. In the summer,
I like Tahoe.
Tahoe. Like, if you're a
that
California
feels
guy,
real personal. That feels real personal,
Yeah.
Jared.
I mean, if you're a California guy,
But the only
Tahoe, people come from far and wide to go to Tahoe.
No,
the
and I
celebrity
think-
golf tournament
It's true.
in Tahoe.
I think it's a good play. I think it's a good
Yeah.
play.
So
but the
are
only-
you going celebrity golf tournament in Tahoe or just Tahoe?
No, Tahoe in general, because
Okay.
I don't have to go to the celebrity golf tournament. But
Yeah,
if I
keep
go
Tahoe blue, man.
if I go to Tahoe, like, I can go to Emerald Cove. I can
Emerald
sit on
Bay.
Emerald Bay. Sorry. I can. Well, technically it's a cove, but we can call it Bay.
Keep going.
It's called.
I mean, I can go to the craps table. I can go play some roulette. Like, I can go to Kings Beach. Like, I can hit the cabin.
I like the Tahoe play, Jared.
I
do.
can go to Incline Village. Like,
Yeah. So the only issue I have with the Tahoe play, which I think you're right, I think summers in Tahoe are second to none. I don't know if I've said it on here. It's well documented amongst a lot of people. Lake Tahoe is my favorite place on earth. I grew up going there. It's an amazing place.
Special.
The problem I have with it being in the summer category is Tahoe winters are just as special in my opinion.
Yeah, they
And
might
so
even
it's
be better.
It's a little if you're a winter sports guy, the Tahoe winters are extremely high level.
But you're not a winter.
that doesn't
sports
take
guy.
away. I am. I grew up skiing and snowboarding. I love that.
Okay.
I just don't do it now for the
Okay.
wrist health. You know what I'm
Okay.
saying? Like,
All right.
so, but yeah, no, I think Tahoe summers are second to none. I will give you that. I agree with that.
Okay. Yeah. So
Jared,
my
if
You
you
have
don't
your
have
walk on.
If you don't have your walk on loaded, I've got mine ready to fire.
I think I'm just gonna roll with this. I might have to
Mm.
pull a Tom here and get an audible at the end, but I'm gonna
Sure.
pull a trigger on this. It's kind of on the same note that Luke spoke about. Summertime. It's a great time to be on the links. It's a great time to just be out in nature, even though sometimes it's 110 degrees out there, like we said. The one good thing that I can always count on playing summer golf is I'm gonna get a great golf tan. So my walk on is going to
Golf
be
tan.
golf tan.
I like
Golf
that.
tan.
I think especially in terms of a late round audible, that's a very good play. That's a
Yeah.
very
I like
good
that
play.
one. I like
Yeah.
that one.
Yeah.
Yeah, golf tan.
My walk on. We are predominantly a basketball podcast. We're dabbling in more and more things here, but I see Luke back. I see Luke out of the frame here. He's mad. He knows what I'm going to say. My walk on. I mean, it doesn't get much better than this in the early July, and I've got Wimbledon.
Oh,
Give me
never mind.
Wimbledon.
You didn't go the direction. Great pick. Don't get me wrong. Great pick.
Yeah,
I've got
I
Wimbledon.
thought you were going to take
Nice.
mine. Great pick, Tom. Great pick. I think in terms of
Thank you.
tradition, in terms
Tradition.
of in terms of excellence, in terms of competition, Wimbledon's got to be at the top of most people's lists.
Excited for
Um,
Wimbledon this year.
Yeah, man. So mine, Tom's intro really made me think he was going with mine. We're all hoopers here. We talk about it all the time on this podcast. This is the best time of the year. This is my walk-on pick is the off-season grind. This is for us hoopers,
yeah.
this is the time where you live in the gym. You have nothing else to worry about but basketball. If you're in high school, you don't have school, you're in the gym, you're working. If you're in college, you come back, you might take one online class. We all know what that means. You're in the gym 24/7. For someone like me right now, I'm in the gym. I get to see Jared every day, whether I like it or not. It's the off-season grind.
Some
And
days
For someone like Draco, he's in the church.
Yeah,
well documented.
finding a way. And so the reason why it's a walk-on, because I wanted to have it in my starting five, but the reason why it's a walk-on is because it sneaks up on you, because it's not going to have its moment right now. It doesn't shine in the summer. But if you don't spend the summer on the off-season grind, your winters they're not going to look the same. They're not going to look the
Mm.
same. So it is a
Mhm.
walk on in the
Grind
summer
now to
category.
shine later. I like it.
Yeah,
Like
man.
it.
I think
There
I'm gonna
comes a
vote for
time-
you. That's nice.
To
Yes.
shine.
There comes a time. Shout out to Coach Hawkins for this one, where winter asked summer what you did all season. That's what it was. He said winter comes around and it asks what you did all season to the summer. I'm telling you, man. Give me the off season grind as my walk on.
I like
That's
it.
nice. I like it.
Great starting
Well,
five. It was
this
great.
is
Kinda monologue.
awesome. This was
What kind of
awesome.
monologue? What kind of monologue you got for me today, Jared? Please don't rap.
Oh man, this is gonna be a
Please be a
special one.
one-time thing.
Oh, for those that didn't watch last week's episode, the Nate Hightower episode, you should tap in. There's a new up and coming artist.
You should tap in for plenty of other reasons. That did
Yeah, there's a
happen.
lot of other reasons I should listen to the episode, but Jared did have a crazy ending to
Bar,
it.
crazy bars.
Something like that.
Yep.
So we talked about Tahoe. We've talked about golf. These are two things that are near and dear to my heart nowadays. I will be playing Edgewood for the first time this weekend. Okay, it's gonna be lovely out there. A little bit of thunderstorms, but we'll be okay. We'll get through it. But summer love for
It's
my
always a
50
but.
chips tonight. The moon will be burning bright. The fast greens will be putting up a fight. But my 6 p.m. twilight round will be feeling so right.
Nice. I like it.
Oh. Yeah.
Not my
Oh,
favorite.
good job,
Not
Jared.
the worst. but
No,
it's
not
cool.
the worst.
That was
yeah.
toast. That was super
No, it
summer.
was
That was
solid.
right
It was
on
solid.
target.
Jared,
That
It
was-
I
felt
liked
it felt kind of like nursery rhymish.
That's fine.
Jared, I liked it.
It would not to
I
say I
liked
didn't like it. Just felt like
Yeah, that was. I mean, I was right on target.
yeah. No, you.
I was
you
on
killed
brand.
it. Yep.
Yeah.
That boy. Proud of you.
Thanks, man. That's what we're looking
Anyways.
for right there.
Anyways, good chatter on here today. Before I do wrap it up, I wanna acknowledge the goat of soccer coming to the United States.
Huge.
Messi to Inter Miami. Massive, absolutely massive. If Inter Miami plays at Real Salt Lake next year, you better believe I will be in the stadium
You better
watching the
start
goat
saving
play.
now.
Yeah, because the tickets are like 6 times as expensive.
Yeah, we'll find a way. Always find a way.
No?
All right. Appreciate you guys tuning in. This has been episode 45. We got special stuff coming soon, guys. Stay tuned.
45, man. That's awesome.
We got a lot of good things in store as I arrive back to Sacramento.
Shout out you
Stay
guys,
tuned, stay
man.
ready. Thankful for my guys, man. These are your favorite walk-ons, and we're walking out.